My mother asked me to accompany her to the grave, Milltown Cemetery, last week to pay our respects to my grandmother. It was her anniversary, so we went to visit the family plot. It was a beautiful day at Milltown Cemetery. Our family plot, the Keelan plot, is easy to find. It's third row along to the left of the big Republican plot where all the Patriot dead lie, Sons of Ireland, etc. So as I was standing there looking at the plot, I noticed it's the plot. So it's not just my grandmother Agnes; it's her husband Paddy, my grandfather, great grandfather, great grandmother, and my uncle Joe, my mum's last sibling to die, who died last year, was also put in that plot. My mum jokes that there may not be room for her when it's her time. Hopefully not for a long time, obviously. But I remember burying Joe just over a year ago. He was a lifelong alcoholic, what might be classically known as a perpetual ne'er-do-well. The priest in his eulogy described him as having a vivacious appetite for the hospitality industry. Now there's a euphemism, if ever I heard one. But I remember when we buried him there and the priest said a few words. There was just myself, my mother, my siblings, and one of my nephews there. Two, maybe. It was a very quiet, lonely affair because he didn't know many other people. It got me thinking about family, especially during this time, and losing people during this time. It's difficult anyway. We forget, in death, we forget all the things in life that might have been negative, or try and focus on the positives or the things that we might have missed out on. But anyway, Uncle Joe. We buried my uncle today, my mother's remaining sibling. She's the last of 5 now, the rest dead before their time. And so, even though they had a mercurial relationship, this was a huge day for her. He was troubled and troubling, was Uncle Joe, singularly devoted to the pursuit of being out of his head. Self-medication or self-hedonism? Who knows? Both and neither. I wrote a short play about him once because he was eminently writable and quotable and theatrically ridiculous and also hugely intelligent, sharp as a shard off a shattered own brand vodka bottle. A belligerent, bitter puzzle of a man who was drunk every morning, day and night of his life from age 16 to when the dementia set in his mid-50s. A good innings, considering, some might say. He seldom held down a job. A few kitchen positions quickly relinquished for the eminently more alluring pursuit of a quick fix to fix things for now, and now, and now, always in the moment. In the priest's edited Tidy Up Today, Joe became an accomplished chef, a lover of hospitality, a purveyor of fine food and drink. My brother and I laughed at that. We lowered his coffin and threw dirt on his grave, while a few great nephews he had never met laughed and ran about the gravestones, trying to tickle each other with a toy unicorn. Kids, eh? It was oddly comforting. It struck me that my mother has now buried all of her siblings, put each of her brothers and sister in the ground. I can't imagine how that must feel. None of us can. Us Noah's siblings are divided about Uncle Joe. 2 of us had great fondness for him. 2 of us viewed him with a certain antipathy for certain things he's said and done, people he's hurt, things that are now fixed in amber, hard, unavoidable facts that are buried with him. Neither family faction is wrong. That's people, isn't it? Clunking, cliched, but true. We are many things. Uncle Joe was many things. Today, he was my mother's little brother. R.I.P. Joseph Thomas Keelan. One of Belfast's, one of us. So there you go. I've had quite a few friends who've lost loved ones recently. And, you know, this isn't possibly bad enough to lose anybody at any time, but in this current period of time, it's must be unbearable. So still, there's always the nice weather, and the coffee shops are all open again. So, take care, everybody. Soupy twist. Have a lovely evening, or morning if you're catching this on the flip side.